Yes, sir. What up, YouTube, GloYard Gang podcast listeners? Welcome to another episode of Members Only. Just our way of showing thanks to the members of the channel for showing love to the channel in a special way. So without your support, we would not be here. We definitely appreciate you. Listen, you guys already know we do on this channel, man. We literally talk about everything NBA related. It don't matter what it is, man. We talk about it. All NBA teams, all players, whatever it is, we talk about it on the channel. So listen, if you guys are into NBA content, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button. Join us here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning as we are here today. And also, too, if everybody can hit them likes for us today, that'd be much appreciated. Hit them likes. That'd be much appreciated. Also, too, members, if you have any questions or comments, you already know what to do. Put it in the comment section. We'll address them here at the end of the show. All right, King, got a lot to get into, man. A lot of news coming out of the playoffs, so we definitely got to get to it. But before we do that, man, you already know what we got to do. Got to show love to the sponsor of the channel.
This I Was Told segment is brought to you by the folks over at Fanatics. Fanatics is the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love the most, including WWE. You can earn fan cash to redeem when your orders, jersey protection for when your favorite player is traded or changes teams. They also have an unrivaled selection of authentic fan gear and Fanatics exclusives that are only available on the site. So if you need some merch and are interested in helping the channel, scan the QR code on the screen or follow the link, which is always in the description.
Yes, sir. Pretty interesting 48 hours or so, man. A lot of news has dropped. Of course, you know, playoffs is going on, so there's also news involving a lot of the teams of the playoffs. So we about to get to it, man. Let's go ahead and get into a little of a recap of what's going on in the NBA. Well, your boy Devin Booker got fined for some words he said after game 2 against the OKC Thunder, man. Some stuff that he said, I think we pretty much agree with on the channel, man. Which is crazy because, you know, we've been sitting there talking about this particular thing here for about 2-3 years now. And now everybody's starting to kind of catch on. But I've been noticing some people talking about it. They think it's certain propaganda that people are trying to push towards hating on the guy, on Shea Gildress and all that type of stuff. And it's like, bro, we've been calling this stuff for the last 2 years. It ain't just all of a sudden started coming out, right? We've been calling this, especially the Mavs fans, stuff like that, been calling this stuff. And so we ain't the only ones, man, who've been feeling this way, man. It's been kind of a talking point for a lot of the media, which is crazy because the media is the one who kind of put him in this position. So now they're trying to call him out on it. But you know the saying, you live long enough to you live long enough to be the hero or something, or become the villain and all that, whatever it is.
We just watch yourself be the hero long enough to become the villain.
The villain, yeah. And I wondered if it's starting to get to that turning point where now a lot of people starting to kind of get tired of some of the antics that he's starting to have out there. But hey, man, this is some thoughts from some of the players, and we also got thoughts from a couple of media guys. So check this out.
Curious, obviously, the end of the game with you and Shea. I know you didn't hit hard enough for him to go down like that. Maybe just take me through what you're seeing and what the officials are trying to explain and how you're seeing that at the end there.
To be honest, I don't know if y'all should be interviewing the officials for real.
We would if we could.
That should be a new thing in the NBA. Officials got to explain themselves because it's getting ridiculous, and then you can see it starts to get fiery, and there's no control out there, and now they're just whistling on one side.
Let's see what the man who got the fine said.
I heard Caruso tell him to call the tech, and he ended up doing it. So that's one ref. In my 11 years, I haven't called a ref out by name, but James was terrible tonight, through and through. It's bad for the sport, bad for the integrity of the sport. People are going to start viewing this as a WWE, if they're not held responsible. It's hard, it just feels disrespectful. I know I haven't won a championship in this league, but I have been in it for 11 years now. So to get to this point, to be treated like that, for me to even be saying something out loud, it's bad.
Have you ever done something? I mean, have you ever? I don't think I can recall you talking to about the officials.
Yeah, this is my first time in 11 years, but it's needed. Like I said, whatever I get fined for, everybody can pull the clips and see where the frustration comes from.
Well, let's see what some media members have to say about that, King.
Shea shot 17 free throws. Phoenix as a team shot 18. Watching him hit the deck and game the game and get foul calls is not a ton of fun. It just isn't. I didn't enjoy watching Harden do it, and I don't enjoy watching Shea. And people will take the clips, string them together, and you just see, hitting the deck, and it's just automatic. Auto whistle. And stars get calls for sure. I get that. Love the player. Love seeing the excellence of the player. Just don't love the way he's officiated. That's it. And I don't know who'd watch that and go, no, it's awesome. I don't, unless you're a Thunder fan and you want to say, I don't know ball or something, but.
Couple things on that really frustrate me. It's gotten so numbers driven. Because of that, the PERs in the number, like all the analytics stuff, like that's why no one touches him. The efficiency numbers are, and I'm like, all right, but I watched the games. Yeah, he's going to have better efficiency number. He shoots 20 free throws a game. If that's going to be a criteria,
Well, King, what's your thoughts on this, man?
Don't really have much to say about it. That's what we've been saying. I felt like I was watching the show.
Well, I was gonna say, if you ain't got much to say, I got a lot to say.
Oh, come on! I say Devin Booker. You feel me? Said the WWE part. That was exactly what I said. I literally say that all the time. Like I'm like, this league is becoming WWE.
You said that. God dang it, what King been saying for
I didn't even listen to that part.
Years. Bro.
That's crazy. I didn't even hear Devin Booker's whole spiel right there, and I was like, when I heard that, I'm like, wow, he sounded exactly like I was saying. Shout out to Dylan Brooks, bro. I'm gonna talk about him a little later and all, but shout out to D Brooks. But yeah, bro. And then Scott Van Pelt, SVP, he DC zone and all down the street. But yeah, he it is what it is. I talk about the efficiency and all that and the numbers and how you can't go based off of just the analytics alone, but you gotta do your eye test as well. You feel me? We always talk about that. The reason that Shea's efficiency and all that stuff is so great is because he shoots a lot of free throws. He barely has any, field goals to freaking go by. It's a bunch of free throws and he don't shoot threes. You feel me? So it's like either I'm going to make a 2 or I'm going to get to the free throw line. It is what it is.
Yep.
James Harden was a little bit of the same way. He just shot more threes. That's why his efficiency was down as far as on that level, as far as all around field goal percentage. Shea got his championship now. And I tell you, the numbers is in general, because we got other series that we're going to get to. They on the board, so I'm gonna leave it alone. I see it down bottom. But as far as this series alone, bro, I'm sorry, my phone keeps going off, y'all. Yeah, it is what it is. We've been talking about this multiple times, but I'll let you go on your little soliloquy.
King, this right here, this is crazy. I think I told you this a while back. I told you how it's just the love of this sport is not the same for me as it used to be, and it's for multiple reasons. This is one of the many 20 years later, many reasons why right here. Now, Scott Van Pelt and them are calling out this play, and it seems like they're trying to toe the line. Like, yeah, we're going to call it out a little bit, but we don't want to, sway away from what everybody else feels like this player is or whatever, right? And that's the part that I'm like, yo, if you're going to go all the way in, just go.
He want a chip. He won a chip, bro.
Okay.
That's the I've been trying to yell at for James Harden never won a chip. He won a chip, so now it's like you got to fall back and not say nothing.
But this is how you won his chip.
Yeah,
you can't get mad about it now. This is how you won his chip. And people been trying to tell y'all this for the last 2 years of what's been going on. Y'all weren't trying to hear it. Y'all, matter of fact, you had folks trying to defend it and talk about, oh, he's shooting this amount of free throws. I keep hearing me say on the show 1,000,001 times. It ain't got nothing to do with the amount of free throws shot, but now it's starting to be that way. But it has anything to do with the amount of free throws. It's how he's getting the free throws. You're starting to see clips online of how this guy is getting free throws. Now you're starting to see how his teammates are starting to get free throws. The most frustrating part, you've been hearing me say this, man. I've been telling my pops since I was a kid. I never understood how the NBA can referee certain players compared to other players. If me and Michael Jordan are going to the hole and we get body, I'll be going to the hole. Why does Michael Jordan get free throws and I don't get free throws? And we both did the exact same thing. I've been saying this for years. I hate when I hear people say, "Oh, he gets refereed a certain way because he's a superstar." What difference does it make if that superstar is a superstar compared to somebody else? If you both are getting fouled, it don't matter what your name is. It is a foul according to the rule book. That's a foul. If I slap you across the head as you go into the free throw line, it's to the hole. It doesn't matter what your name is. You know what? Because your name is Poo Poo Woo Poo, and I give you that. Like, wait, what? What? Then why you give it to him? Because you're a superstar. That doesn't make any sense. Then change the rule book. Only superstars get a certain amount of free throws. Regular people get a certain amount of free throws. Why don't you go ahead and put that in the rule book?
You gotta be an all-star to get a certain amount of free throws at all. Then when you're MVP candidate or all NBA, you get a certain amount of more.
Hold on, why did you get that foul? Hold on, let me check your stat. You are a 3-time all-star. You got to be a 4-time to get that, sir. I'm sorry, you can't have it. How much sense that make, right? But like I said, bro, the way I've been telling you for the longest, the way the game is presented and the way the game is covered is what's taking me a lot of the times out of this games, bro. Out of this league right now.
God, I was gonna say, have you realized it more now that you don't watch for one team though as well?
That's what I was about to say. Okay. I was just about to say that, and it's like it's starting to become even more because we was like in our little bubble. And we all said like we cared about the league, but it was like I'm not affected by you, whatever. If that happens, cool, whatever. As long as my team is this and that and this, right? But now, like I said, we're starting to like see it more and more out in the open. Now we're more open now, seeing everything. It's like, bro, it's starting to now I start to see what these other people complain about now. Yep. You know, because like you said, I'm starting to see with my own 2 eyes, and so that's why I'm just like, bro, it's the whole and the part that makes me mad, especially about this series. I'm not gonna lie to you, King. This is the only series I have not watched yet. This is the only one, and one of the reasons why is because the part that makes me mad is this team is supposed to be so good. Why are you giving them extra advantages? Yeah. They're already good. You don't need those extra advantages. So now you're playing behind the 8 ball, whoever they're playing against.
I'm gonna watch game 3 though.
Yeah, definitely watch game 3.
I'm gonna watch game 3 because I want to see what happens.
Like it's just interesting to me, bro. That's just crazy to me how that works. It's like, bro, they're already good. So why are you giving them extra advantages? And then it's like it's more blatant now. The referee called out. They're showing clips of him online. You know, communicating with other Oklahoma City fans in comment sections. And you got the Shea shoes on. You doing little TikTok video like what's the name? You're going at it on TikTok, all that stuff. Like, bro, what are we doing?
This dude got like on there communicating with the players, like going back and forth saying you firing or wearing this and all that stuff. He in the game wearing the shades they talking about that you can't even get in the, you feel me, in the store online and all that. Bro, this dude, what is going on? And then they talking about hating certain teams on his Twitter page and then loving OKC and all that. Man, bro.
You know what? That's one thing that Brooks has said that I 1,000,000% agree. I've been saying this for years too. Why? Now they always tell us the referees are held accountable. Mm-hmm. And I told you this before. I said, how are they held accountable if they're still making the same mistakes?
Yep.
So if you did something wrong and you got punished for it, would you still keep doing it?
Not if you got punished for it.
Got you. I got you. So why are the referees still doing the exact same things? Why is that referee? Why do you have people pulling receipts of this referee holding conversations with these players and rocking these shoes and doing TikTok dances with them and all this other stuff? Why are they able to do that if you're holding them accountable?
Why isn't the league? Yeah, bro, I'm agreeing with you. Why ain't the league already doing that? Why ain't the league had a? You can be worried about what you put on Facebook for a job just on the street and all that stuff. You feel me? How are you a referee for $1 billion business and able to put that type of stuff out and have it on your page still, and the NBA don't know about it?
You know what's crazy? My pop's been telling me this since I was a kid. He's been telling me this for years, which is why he don't really invest as much. He gambles now for these teams and stuff. The fact that he been telling me for years is fixed. He said it's a multi-billion-dollar. This is why he said this type of stuff. It's a multi-billion-dollar. Like when what's your boy name that got caught, the referee?
Tim Donahue.
Thank you, Tim Donahue. Well, he brought. I remember he was talking about that. I've been trying to tell you for years. He said, "Man, listen, this is a multi-billion-dollar business, right? So let me give you an example. If McDonald's wanted to make more money, when they add an extra burger or add an extra patty on this burger or add a new special menu or something like that, right? To continue to try to make money, right?
Yep.
He said the NBA is no different. You put certain people in position to try to make money for the company, right? You market certain teams, you market certain games. You know what I'm saying? You put more emphasis on offense or whatever, right?
Yep.
You cut back on defense. What is that doing? That's driving up the ratings. What does ratings do? Put money in your pockets, right? He been telling me this for years, bro, which is why, like I said, as my pops got older, he does not be as invested in basketball like he used to. Like, he'll watch it, entertained by whatever, but he's not invested in it. He been telling me this for years. I'm like, nah, man, can't be whatever, right? But it's like a little bit of doubt crept in my mind with the whole, Tim Donaghy part. But it's like, bro, like I said, as I'm getting older, I've always said before, as you get older, you start gaining more understanding. You start seeing certain things that don't seem right. Then you see stuff like this. It's like, bro, like I think you talked about on the show one day. They're trying to put SGA up there with Jordan and all that type of stuff. They're trying to push that. They're trying to push that. Like that. They're making them like, bro, like, hold on, man.
I had a question. I was going to ask you, as far as if SGA won this year, he probably gonna win MVP, which would be back to back, right? Right. Favorite to win the title, might win the title. I bet you if I went down the line and I polled 10 people, right? 9 out of 10 of them still wouldn't say Shea the best player in the NBA.
No.
I know.
No.
That's
what I'm saying about it. That's what I'm saying. King, listen, when Jordan was the best player, I keep telling folks this too. When Jordan was the best player, he was number one in something. Especially with scoring. Number one in scoring. Shea's not number one in scoring. Now, he's number one in free throw or whatever, but he's not number one in scoring. He's not number one in assists. He's not number one in rebounds. He's not number one in steals. Not number one in blocks. None of that, right? So, like, how is he the best at something, bro? He's never been number one in anything other than a year Luka got hurt, and he happened to get it because Luka got hurt.
And then you lie about stuff. Like, then you play in our face. I tell you, they always piss on your leg and tell you it's raining, bro. When they do stuff like, oh, is he the best scorer of this generation?
Yeah.
How the hell can you call him the best when he got a guy that literally in his same draft that is destroying him in points per game?
This man got one scoring title, and we're talking about him being the best of his generation.
The other guy that scored twice and probably should have had more than that, but went for circumstance. You feel me? Like he always won 2, all that stuff.
And he got that one because the other guy you just said happened to get hurt because of the rules. That's how he ended up getting it. You didn't get it straight up.
But he the best scorer of the generation.
Yeah, best scorer of the generation. And that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's why I said, like, bro, I just sometimes, like I said, it's the whole WWE is scripted. At least we know what WWE is. These people, like you said, play in your face, be like, yeah, it's legit. No,
and you got numbers though. Like you got numbers. Like we can take away the free throws. So that's per putting the ball in the basket.
Funny you said that. But guess who's number one again this year?
You know, come on, bro. Come on. If you take how can you make these statements? You feel me? These major takes and all. If you can, that's simple. That's simple, like numbers. That's simple math. I can pull the numbers up on and say, all right, well, the better bucket getter is this guy right here because he puts the ball in the bucket more than anybody else. Oh, okay. The better guy right here that scores more points is this guy. So how are you saying that guy is? Oh, because he efficiently does it. That's because he get more free throws. It's because the free throw percentage don't count for your field goal percentage. When you miss that shot, it doesn't count. So you can, whenever you get fouled and they whistle, you can throw that shot up and it doesn't count whenever, unless you make it.
And I told you this before. I remember there was a rule change for James Harden. There was a rule change for Trae Young and all that stuff. If the league sees it, if they want to change it, they'll change it.
They'll change it. They not.
Right?
They want OKC to be the team.
Thank you. Like I said, if you telling me, King, literally, I've listened to another person bring this up. It's starting to become a habit now because you've seen a lot of teams bring this up. This ain't just Devin Booker and them bringing this up. We could pull up a billion clips of people talking about this situation right here with the OKC Thunder and how they're getting whistles compared to everybody else.
Okay.
The part that I've said many times too, the part that makes me mad is you let OKC be physical, right, on one end. Dort can go out there and damn near tackle you. They call him Ed Reed after the way he's tackling folks out there. But you cannot look in their direction without getting a foul call. How fair is that to you? You can be as physical as you want with me, but I can't touch you though.
Yeah. Take away take away the push off, in game 6 and all that stuff, allegedly and all that, right? I got you. Because that's what people are going to say to me real quick. Don't push off. When have you ever heard teams in general just say, bro, the way that we play against them, we got cheated by Michael Jordan or the Chicago Bulls? You don't feel like that. They were just beating the hell out of you.
Yeah.
They never felt like that, bro, because they didn't have to have like certain rules made. Jordan was abusing the rules. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. I can't. This shade thing, it is what it is. I don't want to cross the line to become hateful. You feel what I'm saying? Or become a hater, because I'm not trying to hate. The dude is talented as hell. But I told you, he's still, when they say that big 3 guy and all that stuff, I still pound for pound would take Giannis. And on a court, 1-on-1, and we playing without referees, and I'm giving me Giannis over Shea. I'm taking Giannis. That's me. Like, because Shea doesn't do as much for me as the other guys. I think Giannis better playmaker than Shea. That's going to be a hot take. They ain't going to want to hear that, though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they ain't going to want to hear that. Shea gets the benefit of the team around him as guys that get to take away his deficiencies, and they proudly do it. They're a proud team of guys. They're what is it, blue collar or whatever they feel like they are. They're that type of guys where it's nobody is like a gangster and nothing like that. They're just guys that like doing TikToks. You can brand this around. So that's the way the league looks at them now, and it seems like they brand them that way. They're the WWE faces of the company, and that's the way the league got it, bro. And it ain't fun watching it. It ain't. OKC's been the most dominant team, like we said, for the last 3-4 years. They're one of the least watched teams I watch.
Yeah.
I don't like watching their games. It's not fun. I'd rather watch a Joker game or anything else than an OKC game.
Yeah. I 100% agree. On top of that, your boy also won Clutch Player of the Year, which other people also, it's funny part again. Both were saying, how are you the clutch player when you barely play fourth quarters? King, I told you this when right after De'Aaron Fox won. I felt like we had the criteria of what a clutch player was. It makes sense in the clutch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we calling Jordan clutch? Because of how he performed in the clutch when things were tight, right? You pulled out the win. That's what a clutch player is, right? Not because you scored a bunch of points in the fourth quarter. The whole entire fourth quarter is not clutch. Like, what are we talking about? And so that's why I said after De'Aaron Fox got that, and then the next year we thinking that Kyrie should have got it.
Yep.
That's when I lost all credibility to this clutch thing. If you ask me, somebody random person asked me who ain't never watched basketball, walks up to me and asks me what is a clutch player's criteria. I don't know. I can't tell you.
I don't think about Shea quick enough. He's not my first thought as far as clutch. That's not
fact,
again. It's not a knock against him. It's just that his team be dominant. I don't think about having to be in the clutch like that.
King, some of the games we watched this year, I think I even said it. I forgot what game it was. Matter of fact, went in the Minnesota game. I think it was one of the Minnesota games. Shea was struggling a little bit there in the first half. His team had him up by like 20.
Mm-hmm.
His team had him up by 20. Not Shea, his team.
And then he went and scored his points while the team was already up by 20-something points. It's like, bro, they don't matter. They're not the same points anymore. But
like I said, the only way you're going to know that is if you actually watch the games, bro.
Yeah. But they made an award, bro. They made an award, and they don't even know the criteria for it yet. So now they're just giving it away to people that don't even matter. Because think about it. We've then seen guys that been on losing teams win clutch player of the year now. So it's like
Steph. Go ahead.
Yep. So it's like, hold up. How the hell you on a losing team and you win? Okay. We done seen guys that don't play in the clutch a lot win clutch player of the year. You feel me? Like, you've never seen the guy with the best clutch record win it yet. You feel me?
Other than De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox had the best clutch record that year. I know you scored the clutch. They had the best. Okay, then De'Aaron. So other than that, they don't.
He had the best clutch. That's year they went to the playoffs. They had the best clutch record, and he had the best score.
He had the best scoring in the clutch. Yeah, I remember the best scoring in the clutch. Yes, that makes sense.
Argue that. That makes sense. That's what I thought we were going off of. Now, like you said, how many points he scored in the fourth quarter? 200. He scored 199. You got it.
How did Steph Curry win?
Playoffs? That's what I said, bro. I remember I was going back online, and I was like, no, it's gonna be Kyrie because we got the number one clutch team in the league,
and you don't need 65.
And he was scoring the points in the clutch, like the most points in the clutch or whatever. That's the clutch player. No, Steph scored the most points in the fourth quarter. Wait, what? That didn't make any sense. And then next day, Steph ended up getting. I'm like, wait, hold on.
And you don't need 65. You don't need 65 for the clutch player. 65
No.
games. So yeah, Kyrie should have won that year. Everybody, I thought it was Kyrie's. I'm like, all right, that's the year Luka should have won MVP and Kyrie should have won clutch player.
Should have won clutch player. Yep.
But it was what it was.
And like I said, I know we're going a little over on this one, but the thing too is, you talking about we don't know the criteria. If out of all of the awards you can get for the season, this should not be this should be a no-brainer.
They literally have it called clutch time and all that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it should be easy. But again, they just giving awards. So again,
we got more fourth quarter points, but what is he doing in the last 5 minutes? He's on the bench. He's chilling.
Let me ask you this question now. So far, what award does Shea not have? This is just DPOI.
I could say 6 man.
He don't got rookie of the year. Rookie of the year, 6 man, and DPOI, right?
Yep.
He can't get the rookie of the year anymore. That's done.
Right. They're done.
6 man. I mean, maybe it is a career, but he may not get it. You don't need a 6 man of the year. Did he get most improved?
I don't think he did.
He didn't get most improved when he made his jump. Okay, then he didn't get most improved either, so he can't get that. But the major awards we talk about, the MVPs and all that stuff, the only one he missing out on is DPOI, right? Because he got clutch now. He got Western Conference MVP. He got Finals MVP. Do we got All-Star Game MVP now?
I don't think he does that either yet.
I know he keeps trying for it, and he gonna get it. He gonna get that. So he gonna have every award, bro. They're gonna give him damn near every freaking award. And it's gonna be like, well, how you gonna deny it? Now he gonna become one of them guys in history where people are gonna say, no, he wasn't that great, but then people are gonna use his hardware as far as, well, no, look at this hardware, bro. What do you mean? Can you not say he's not that great? So it is what it is. But we can continue because some other stuff I want to talk about with all that stuff too, but it goes to other players as well, which we're gonna talk about later on.
Yeah, they manufacturing cats. It's wild. We seen it right before our eyes. That's a crazy part. But speaking of which, man, check this out, man. The Bucks already found a coach. Milwaukee and Taylor Jenkins are finalizing a deal to make Jenkins the franchise new head coach. But check this out, though, King. You know who don't know about it? Giannis don't know nothing. He said was not involved in the Milwaukee Bucks hiring process of Taylor Jenkins. Yeah. What you think about that, bro? Is his telltale signs that he gonna be up out of him, y'all?
This how it goes. You feel me? Usually your team makes a right decision. Like I'm gonna use another example, Toronto, because that was dear to my heart. Toronto made the right decision in drafting Chris Bosh. Vince Carter wasn't a part of that, and he didn't really want Chris Bosh, right? Vince Carter ended up leaving. Chris Bosh became who Chris Bosh was, and ended up doing that stuff. So it's like same thing I think with Tracy McGrady and Dwight Howard. I think that ended up happening where it was like he didn't really want to play with Dwight. He's like, nah, I don't really want to do the young guy and all that stuff. He left and went over there. So I do think this is a good decision. I like Taylor Jenkins. Pause. I think he's a good coach. And then he got the short end of the stick over there in Memphis. But I think Giannis gone. I've been saying that. I mean, every time I say that though, he's still there. But at some point, bro, it's the writing's in the sand. I should say.
Did he sign the extension yet?
Nah, I don't think he signed the extension.
He's gone. But yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah, I think he's gone, bro. Regardless, I don't think the Bucks want to go through this whole circus again for a whole full year. Because remember, y'all went through it for half a season. Just imagine going through it for a whole year.
That's probably why they didn't ask him.
Yeah, probably why. Like we already know. Like I said, you didn't. Well, I don't know if he's able to sign it yet, but when he offered the extension, if he doesn't sign it, they already said if he don't sign it, we got to move you. Yeah. Which makes sense. You got to get something for him. You don't want to get him for nothing.
That's crazy you saying that out loud, though. Damn, Milwaukee, bro. Y'all it is what it is. You got to break it up. But damn, they saying that out loud. It's crazy.
Yeah. Also, too, check this out. Yeah, boy, CJ McCollum. He said the Hawks have jumped to a stunning 2-1 lead on the Knicks. This series is crazy. Look at these whopping numbers from the Knicks players. Can you check this out? Your boy, Josh Hart, 2 points, 1 for 9 from the field. Where was Mikal Bridges, King? That's the question. Where was he at?
That's the real question. Josh Hart can give you a 2-point game and still be impactful. Like you feel me? Like Josh Hart, he does a little bit of everything. He's that guy that you feel me. Mikal Bridges, though, when it happened, we said this is an overpayment, but I mean, if y'all win, it don't matter. Golly, they gave up 4 first-round picks. It was for him 5. Okay, well, Shout out to Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson getting the heat now. Here we go, New York. And I'm like, bro,
Yep.
he gonna get heat as he should. But golly, like how y'all gonna start giving that man heat now? He shouldn't be the first one, but it is what it is.
Yep.
Shout out to Mike Brown.
They blaming Jalen Brunson for this joker going 0 for 3 and your boy going 1 for 9.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But yeah, he should. They're headhunting him right now, which surprised I haven't heard a blow by percentage yet, but it's crazy. Shout out to the media. This right here is also why you heard a lot of people, man. I think I told you this when we was doing our predictions. A lot of people was picking Atlanta to win, man. And this is why. The reason why I said that was a huge loss for them in game 2 is because where did they lose game 3 at?
In Atlanta.
Atlanta.
We said they got to win 1. We said it was over. They still got to win.
Well, no, I was saying I didn't the likelihood of them winning. I just didn't have any faith in them winning because Atlanta's been the hottest team at home after that whole trade deadline or whatever, bro. Like
I'm with you. I'm just saying they have to win 1.
Matter of fact, I think they lost 1 game.
They have to win 1. The Knicks put the pressure on themselves.
And then they said he's the first team, I think, in NBA history or some crazy number to lose games back to back by 1 point.
Yeah, but they should have won. That's the thing. Like, it ain't like with all that being said, bro. The Knicks losing the games. I still don't feel like the Hawks are winning anything yet. And they could be. I don't know how that works either way. You could look at it like the Hawks are playing a little less than they should, and they're not really playing as hard as they could. Or you can look at it like New York's not playing to their level, and they could be up 3-0 in this series.
So a couple things. One of those losses, New York had a 14-point lead.
Yeah, that's what
they blew it. Yeah. The other side, New York did come back on this game right here. They came back, but they failed in the clutch.
In Atlanta, yeah.
The thing is, which is why I was kind of skeptical about picking them. I gave him 7 because I figured, hey, I'm giving you leeway here with your little 7. The thing is, you got certain personnel, bro, that have history. I think we talked about it. I don't trust Mike Brown. I've been saying that for the longest. When they picked him up, I think I was on Freezy's show and I even asked him. I said, bro, so you happy? Matter of fact, I asked everybody on the panel. I said, y'all happy about getting Mike Brown? They were doing cartwheels and, somersaults and flipping off the wall like Daredevil and all kind of stuff. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's not my team. I'm not being affected by it. If y'all happy for it, I'm happy for you.
Mike Brown.
I don't trust Mike Brown, right? Then on top of that, for you to put so much faith in Cat, I've said it a million times, Cat, we played him in the Western Conference Finals. He was a no-show in the Western Conference Finals for reasons. And so now you're putting your faith in him on this team. Mikal Bridges had been struggling here the second half of the season. It's been duly noted. Because I think remember they had that whole issue with him in Hart and what's the boy name? Stephen A. Smith. Remember we talked about that on the show. So I don't know, bro.
He got his money, bro.
Oh yeah, he definitely got his money.
He got his money. This is a bad team. So here's my thing. That's what I'm saying. I agree with everything you said.
He got his money and he got the Knicks money.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said there. Still, the Knicks could be up 3-0 in this series. Now it is situations and all that's going on. You're right. That's kind of the situations. Mike Brown helps that as far as you losing in the clutch. Why? Because you got Mike Brown as a coach. I feel you with all that stuff. But they still have the talent where they can be up on this team. So it's not like they got to win game 4. Basically, they lose game 4. We know it's over. You feel me? If New York win game 4, then it's just back to who going to win the last game. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be a tough series. It is what it is. We kind of thought that. But at the end of the day, I think New York still got the talent. And the last game will be in New York if they get that far. So we'll see. It's not over yet, though. Game 4 is the biggest game of the season so far, again, for New York.
Definitely a must win.
Yeah, they have to win that game, bro.
All right, see, we got Britain next, man. Check this out. Mm-hmm. The Lakers. Says Austin Reeves has been upgraded to questionable for game 3 of the first round series between the Lakers and the Rockets 3 weeks since his oblique injury.
Yeah.
So they saying chances are he might play today, King.
No, I got him not playing.
Oh, okay. It must change it. I got an alert saying
No. They saying he might play. I'm saying me personally, I got him not playing. Go ahead.
Yeah, I won't play him either. Luka could either return for a game 7 or for a potential second round series. So I think Sham Sharania had reported that already. So
I think that's because they up 2-0. So I think the Lakers kind of thinking we should probably win this series. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and if they don't, then something wrong. That's when Luka comes back game 7 or something like that. But other than that, there's no need to play him in this series at all. If you can beat Houston without him, play him without him. Get Austin Reeves back like you can. I wouldn't play Austin Reeves today. Shoot, I wouldn't play Austin Reeves until we lose.
I agree.
If we win game 3, I'm going to the game 4 with the same team. And if we lose game 4, then I play Austin Reeves game 5. I'm not playing them until we lose a game.
I agree. Now, if you can't beat this right here, King, then I don't know what to tell you. Durant since leaving Golden State. This is since leaving Golden State, King. You know that city over there in that one state way out west.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can. I can't even see this. Let me see if I can.
Oh, I can see
there
it.
you go.
I'll read it for you. So I'll read it for you.
He said, "I'll read it."
2020, no playoffs, and I only got my glasses on. 2021,
sure?
second round. I'm sure.
You're not reading that right.
2022, first round sweep. 2023, second round. 2024, first round sweep. 2025, no playoffs. 2026, he down 0-2.
I don't think you read that right, bro. I don't think you read that right.
Best player in the world when healthy.
That does on something ain't adding up here. I'm trying to use my fingers, man, and counting everything. You know how you do this right here.
When healthy,
and
best player in the world.
Where do I begin with this? I think we talked about a little bit on the last show. The fact that I think I heard somebody else bring this up. What I brought up on the last show, the fact that Durant keeps going to these teams, the expectations are up here. He gets to the team and they drop. And this is right here is why, shout out to Strip, my boy Strip. That's why I asked, like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure that this is a great move for y'all? He told me all you pretty much doing is taking Jalen Green out and you're putting in Kevin Durant. I said, okay. I also said, but you see how it turned out for the other teams. He was sold. I said, okay. I mean, like I said a minute ago, it's not my team, so
he ain't saying no Dylan Brooks. Oh
no. Well, he said that they have. He said he had enough defense, like they had Armand and all that stuff. So he was cool on. He was all right on that. But as far as the offense, he was like, man, we need more of the offense. We got the defense. So you take Jalen Green now, you put in Kevin Durant, who's more efficient. Blah blah blah. I said, okay. I mean, I said, like I said, we talked about the trade initially happening. I said, bro, you're putting a lot of faith in an older player to be your offensive hub. I've been saying that for the longest. So now we're starting to kind of see it here. Jabari Smith has said some comments.
As he should.
Yeah, as he should. I mean, you get to say it on burners. He's saying it to your face.
Yep. And it wasn't disrespectful either. It was respectful.
Nah. Yeah, what? I mean, what was a lie told in his comments?
None. It was true. Jabari needed to step up too, but it was a true we go out a leader.
Yeah. And it's crazy to me. I guess it's go back to you were saying they have nothing else. Like Durant doesn't have really anything else to fall back on other than his scoring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you would think that you've been in the league this long that you'd be used to double teams.
You see Russell Westbrook? What they talk about him about? The stuff they tried? Oh, never mind.
What? I mean, to be honest with you, King, I don't feel sorry for Kevin Durant. I really don't.
He got the 2 rings. He did this in front of our face, wanting to be the bad guy. He's changed his whole persona up since he went to Golden State. Remember, he was innocent. He was the OKC guy. Just like OKC the way they were. He was back then. He was, I love you, mama. This for you and all that stuff. You the real MVP. And then he changed and wanted to be the villain. That's the way he go now and all. So I'm not mad. I mean, I don't feel sorry for him either. Let me ask you this question though. I got one. Because I told you about the whole KD thing before, and I was like, bro, the way he playing right now, I've never seen a guy go backwards in his legacy. Like, he had the easiest manufactured way to be 2.0 of Dirk Nowitzki and be seen as better than Dirk, right? Like, that was his whole kind of like thing and all. It was like, oh, he better than Dirk. He got the 2, he got the MVP and all. Go ahead. So I told you, I don't think he's better than Dirk. Like, that, get that out of here. He's not better than Dirk.
I'm not going to argue with you.
Is he better than D Wade?
Ooh.
That's where I'm gonna go with it. Is he better than D Wade?
I could break it down like this. Where's D Wade at amongst guards?
I told you the third of all time.
Got you. This where you're gonna probably get the hang up at. Where's Kevin Durant at amongst small forwards?
He ain't third.
You see how you gotta think about that?
You got Braun. You got Bird.
I
don't think people gonna hate me for this. They gonna be like, you're an old school guy.
I don't think Pippen.
What
you better say? Who you better say?
I was gonna say Dr. J.
Ooh.
I was saying he's not better than Dr. J, bro.
Nah, bro.
He's not better than Dr. J. He's not. He's not. And that's not even including Dr. J ABA days. What Dr. J still did in the NBA and all that by himself. He's not better than Dr. J.
And he was older when he did too.
Yep. As far as just a what you can do winner and all that stuff, he's not better than Dr. J, bro. He's not.
Nope.
Let me see. As far as small forwards, it changes, bro. Because you got guys like he technically, I guess, better than Elgin and all that stuff. But Elgin was doing more. If you're going old school, as far as a winner, he just Kevin Durant got them two. Like them two is what. If you take away them two, I told you it's a different conversation. Around a bunch of players with Kevin Durant. We start talking to him like
he holding on to the lid with them two.
Yeah, it's basically them two that's holding on to him. Them two that he went and got because everybody that he tried to manufacture him being better than Steph.
Yep.
He not.
And that's kind of the point I was getting to. Because like if you're telling me, D Wade's on the third best guard, you're not even top 5 small forward.
Yeah.
Then that answers the question right there.
Steph the second best point guard. You feel me?
Yeah. So
Braun the best small forward in my opinion. These are peers.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Braun, like I said, Bird. Like I don't think you better than Bird.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the list would go on. Because I remember people were trying to say he was better than Bird. You're not better than Bird, bro. You're not better than Bird.
We just doing small forward like Dirk was he's not better than Dirk in my opinion. Small forward position gets difficult though, bro. Because Braun and them run the small forward position. Grant Hill and them didn't have a chance to really do their thing.
Is he better than Pippen?
Ooh, he close. They close. No, he better than Pippen, bro. He better than Pippen. Oh, that's difficult. Now I'm sitting here like thinking, bro. That's because of what Pippen can do, bro. That's why I say Pippen is the most underrated player of all time,
you're probably looking at it as straight scoring.
Yeah, they look at straight scoring. Then a lot of people better. But
he got you on that. Pippen is a better facilitator, a better defender.
Pippen on his Houston Rockets team would be a championship favorite. How about I say that to you? Scottie Pippen playing the point guard position right now, doing what they did. What Amen Thompson, Scottie Pippen on his Houston Rockets team right now, they'd be a championship. They'd be a championship contender for real.
Let me put it like this. Pippen took the Lakers to 7, and he was older.
Yeah, with that old team. Then he took, like you said, made it to the second round and all against the the Knicks and all that. When he did that, like, oh, bro, that's crazy. And like you said, that was old Scottie Pippen that helped the Portland Trailblazers get to the conference finals and all that stuff.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like, in the Jailblazers weren't doing anything until Scottie got there at all, like in that period. So,
yep.
Damn, that's a good hot take, bro. Are you gonna say it? Go ahead and say it, bro. Say it with your chest.
Like I said, you're saying because when you look at this matchup, the first thing that came to your mind was scoring, wasn't it?
Was scoring, but I thought more than that. You know, I think more. I go deeper than just scoring, bro. You know what? Yeah, bro. Scottie Pippen better than Kevin Durant.
You got him on scoring. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
He a better facilitator. He a better defender. He's a better leader.
Yes, yo, he's just better in everything but scoring.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he's better in everything but scoring than Kevin Durant. And Scottie not a trash scorer. You feel what I'm saying? No. So, yeah, I think Scottie might be better, bro. And he got 6 rings.
Legit way. Speaking of rings and best scorer of all time, King, your boy, here you go.
Rudy Gobert.
You said 2-1. No Dion.
Ooh.
Your boy, man, the greatest player of all time, 27 points. He shot 7 for 26 for 27%. So he shot a field goal percentage per point.
Yeah, bro.
And he was 2 for 10 from 3. Rudy Gobert locked down out here, man. He said he better than Ben Wallace,
bro. Shooting 10 threes out there. They won. Again, here's the hater in me. Where hardware used to mean more. And you're just giving away hardware, right? This guy ain't sniffed a damn ring since he won a ring. Ain't sniffed the ring before, it ain't sniffed the ring afterwards. But again, even this year, he gonna be one of the final two to win the MVP again, bro. But keep giving him to it because he the best defender and all that. Even though Jaden McDaniels called him out and like yamming on him and all that stuff because he's one of the worst defenders in the NBA. But you know, PER numbers.
And it showed again in this game when you got Rudy Gobert out here looking like Hakeem Olajuwon. But go ahead,
Sky hooks with the opposite hand and all that. So I'm like, oh, I see you.
Bro, how you got one of the most awkward offensive players in the history of the game looking like Hakeem Olajuwon, bro, on the block.
You watch. So when they played the Lakers didn't have a big man. So it was like, damn, Rudy, you got nobody to play against. You supposed to be the best big man ever.
In the league, ever.
Ever, damn near. So
that's what I was told.
Why? I told you this is how numbers get skewed. This is why you watch the damn game. Anybody that say Joker's a good defender is a fucking liar. Sorry for my language, bro. They're a liar. That's a lie. I don't care what metric you show to me, where you go as far as numbers and say, you know what, his numbers in this is good and he a good representation of defensive rating and all that stuff. If you say Joker is a good defender, you're a liar. Joker, one of the worst defenders in the NBA, bro. He gets covered up so much by Aaron Gordon, so much by him. This dude, pound for pound, is horrible as a defender.
It's kind of funny you said that. Guess who didn't play in that game?
You know who? They calling it out. I love the players this year in the playoffs calling out the media for all this BS they talk about. Call out the Joker in them for everybody being a bad defender and all on that team. Call out, the OKC Thunder for what's going on with them and all that BS they creating with them. Hey, you know what else going on? You see who couldn't score at all in this game, and they lost. Who's the other guy on the team? I tell you, he's the engine of the team.
It's funny. Who led in scoring the first game?
You know who? Come on, bro.
And who won that game? Who won that game?
The Nuggets did.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I don't watch the games. Interesting. And it's funny you said that because I thought about that one after that game. Because I watched a little bit of that game too. And I'm just like, they won the game. Jamal Murray was the leading scorer. Why does it sound familiar? Why does it sound familiar? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know,
games, bro. We don't watch
That's why I gotta say it, bro. I hate sounding like a broken record when I talk about this stuff, bro. Because I like you always say, they pee on your leg and tell you it's rain, bro.
It's raining, yep.
And like and like I told you before, it bleeds over to the fan bases, like on Twitter and all that type of stuff, bro. And it's like, bro, you can't sit. I watch the games for myself. You know what I'm saying? For myself, I watch them. You can't sit here and tell me something about a player. I'm sitting there watching on a regular, right? And it's just it gets frustrating, bro, because like you just said, these people make these people, man. They pretty much make these people. Yeah. And you've been hearing me scream this for years about Jokic. I always wonder why he never, and he's not because he won a championship. I was talking about before he won the championship, he never got the same criticism as Luka gets. I've been saying that for the longest. It's just now that he got the championship, it gets amplified. Now, I always hear it now. I know this might be a cop-out answer what I'm about to say, but a lot of people talk about how there is luck. Matter of fact, I was listening to who was it? A couple days ago. I gotta start remembering these people's names. And somebody was talking about their championship run, and they themselves had said there is a lot of luck involved in these championships. A lot of people don't know about. It's a lot of luck. Things have to line up a certain way, all that type of stuff. And I think you talked about it. The fact that this dude faced a 7 and an 8 seed in the championship, the conference championship, and in the finals. I'm sorry, the championship games. My bad.
Go
ahead.
If you took away Joker's championship, say he lost in the finals that year, they won, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who got a better postseason career? Who would you like better, Joker's or Lucas?
Lucas,
without that chip that they sit on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it is what it is. You win a chip, they measure things. Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say one more thing too. Like that's what made me mad about it too, because nobody looks at the fact it's us as the fans are bringing this up. The fact, like, bro, how many 50-win teams have you beat? Since that championship, King. Matter of fact, not even that year they won a championship. He beat one 50-win team in his career.
Yeah, that was I think Minnesota the other year or whatever.
So I'm just like, but nobody brings that type of stuff up. But no, you're gonna keep gaslighting us and telling us, oh no, he's the greatest player of all time. And I'm like, bro, I don't believe this, man. I don't believe
Shaq and them teams were destroying 50-win teams all the time and all. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we watched. That's what's it. So here we go. No disrespect. This is not a knock to the younger audience. but the fans back in the day were smarter fans, and it's because of what we have the advantages of now. So like having, like social media and all, where you just pick up your phone and see a quick highlight or a quick take and follow what somebody is doing. Back in the day, you had to watch the games. You had to talk about these games to be like, hey, so you could have a conversation, and even if you didn't have the same team, you would agree on a lot of the same stuff because you knew who ran the league or what happened and all that, because you all watched the game. You just had your teams that you rooted for. You're like, damn, I hope my team could beat this team. I used to have friends that were San Antonio fans and knew for a fact San Antonio was the truth, but just hoped that this was the year that we get it together and we could beat y'all and all. Like, I'm not going to go at them and be like, bro, my team is so much better than you. I knew it wasn't. I knew what San Antonio was. So I used to talk like that. Nowadays, though, bro, these fans, it's not even their fault, truthfully. It just is what it is. You get all these takes online and they just follow the takes online. And it's just, hey, I believe that. That's how it is. And it's like, but that's not how it is. It's not the game.
Bro, you just pretty much said the thing I was going to say. That's a great point. I was going to say that. That's why it's different now than it was, which is why when we hear people say, oh, Jordan had no left or whatever, right? Just say this crazy stuff. Like, bro, I watched it for myself. Like, everything you saying is like, that's why like we sitting there like kind of like with the frown to a face, like, hold on, that don't make any sense what you just said. Nope. I literally sat there and watched this dude do these things or whatever, right? That you're telling me he can't do or he didn't do or whatever, right? Yep. And so, like you said, that's why I was kind of saying it's a gift and a curse with social media. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the curses. Like you said, we live in I always tell folks we live in an age of information, which is what makes me even more mad. You're more accessible to information than we were kids, right? I would talk about the fact that I didn't get my information about anybody until I picked that Sunday morning paper up, right? And so you guys can just pick your phone up anytime and see what you need to know about somebody. Yep. But because it's easier for me to just let somebody tell me than me see it for myself, I'm gonna do that. I don't want to put in the homework or whatever and do the legwork myself and get the information myself. Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and say, oh, you say he trash? Okay, he trash.
Yeah, you had to read the recaps and all. You had to literally read the recaps so they could tell you what happened in the game and all that stuff. What the box score and all when you didn't see the games. Yeah.
Because like back in them days too, it was either you watch the national games or you watch your local teams.
Yep.
You didn't get the option of watching like a random game on a Tuesday in Philadelphia.
And you couldn't record. So you had to choose.
Milwaukee. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
you had to choose the channel. Which channel you gonna watch today?
So, which is like I always said before, it's how I was able to watch all Jordan's games because we had WGN. It was literally either he was on WGN or he was on national TV.
Yep.
Those were your two options. You can watch every game Jordan played in either on WGN or on national TV because he's either on NBA on NBC or when they moved over to TNT and TBS. You can watch him on those. Or you watch it on WGN. That's how they were literally able to watch every last one of Jordan's games as growing up. And so, like I said, now there's so much information being thrown out there at you, man. People don't want to take the time to kind of decipher through it and see what's true and what's not. You know what I'm saying? So,
but going back to this, shout out to Rudy Gobert. Shout out to Jaden McDaniels, though. You said, is he gonna have to go off and do that in this series? And I said, bro, I don't think he has to as long as he just play right and all. He took it to heart. He like, bro, these dudes trash on defense. I'm gonna show you they trash. I'm like, that. Well, he ain't never do that to Luka. But we can keep moving. This show not about Luka and all that. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm just letting you know, he ain't never do that to that guy. Though I ain't never hear that one time when they were going against them. So, I'm just saying.
No. This is tape, King. It's tape. What are you talking about?
Got you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's tape.
Oh, Anthony Edwards too. With the knee, went out there and played. I told you he still play. It don't even matter, bro. Imagine he was 100%. Imagine he was out there and able to do what Jaden McDaniels is doing right now.
Yeah, probably 3-0 right now. Probably.
Yeah, nothing, bro. This is a story of playing. They're not even playing the greatest game. The Timberwolves right now, like they lost Cat, who we thought was a big piece of their puzzle and all that stuff to go against them. They literally right now playing defense and going at a team they feel like can't play defense. That's literally what they play. It ain't nothing else but that. They can't play defense, so we drive the ball to the basket and go score on them, and we stop them because they can't. We're gonna just play a great defensive game against them.
Oh, I also need you to show some love to Ayo too.
Oh yeah, he killed. He had like 25. Yeah, they doing. They out there playing team ball. They cooking.
They picked him up from Chicago, bro, and he has been a godsend for them.
Yeah,
like he's helped turn.
Especially when Aiden didn't hurt. Especially when Aiden didn't hurt. This is perfect right now. Yeah, he look like he might be one of the Minnesota legends.
Because he's he's what they needed. He's that Nah replacement.
Yeah,
and he doing it to the.
And he doing what Nah was doing now.
Yeah,
over there now. You
exactly.
feel what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
he like if Nah would have actually took the jump over there, he's doing that now.
Here, yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yes.
So yeah, man, that's just crazy to me, bro. And I'm gonna ask you this before we moved on. If the Nuggets lose this series in the first round, are those conversations gonna finally be had, King?
I don't know what to say, bro. We've already had the conversation. I don't care. That's how I feel.
just want to know.
I'm ahead of the game. We already had the conversation. So I mean,
no.
Joker.
I ain't talking about. I need them.
I mean, they're gonna have it at some point.
The same way you started to have that kind of little bit of that conversation with Shay. I need you to start having that with him. I need you to full fledged have it. Don't have it.
But they don't. He got 4. He about to get 5. He almost might. What he got? I'm sorry. He got 3, right? He got 3. He might get 4. He might get 4 this year. So at some point, y'all gonna realize y'all gave a dude 4 MVPs in this time. That ain't Wilt Chamberlain. This dude ain't Wilt Chamberlain. So he ain't Wilt. Y'all keep giving this guy. And the crazy part is because he won that one chip, his numbers don't get boring. They held on to his numbers not getting boring for longer because of that one chip. Russell Westbrook got the 1 year and he was done. Russ averaged a triple-double for forever. He kept doing it. And it was like, oh, okay, well, it's just Russ. And he like, damn, I'm on different teams and getting a triple-double and averaging. So what? It don't matter anything. This guy,
crazy. They're about to blame Russ for killing the triple-double. Like, ain't that important.
Yeah, like that.
He started getting, oh, my God, we got to get this guy the MVP.
He's doing this.
Right.
Okay. And you see the way he get assists and all that, too.
Oh, well, we ain't going to talk about that, bro. We ain't even talk about that. This is...
But again, he's a great player.
Shout out to Uncle Hoops.
He's a great player, though. Great player. One of the most unorthodox shooters of all time. Can make some crazy shots and all. Shout out to the European guys. That's what they do. A great rebounder in a way. He get away with stuff. It's stuff all great players get away with. He get away with some stuff too. A lot of borderline D word pause. I ain't gonna say it, but he do some things. It is what it is, though. But I watch because I watch the game. I just like calling out. We're gonna call out when people cry to the refs. We're gonna call out when people do this. Don't show up. We're gonna call out people. Let's just call it out. Let's call out what everybody does, and I'm gonna call out what he does. He's one of the worst defenders in the NBA, and he pushes off all the time. But a lot of them European guys, especially in the post, do it, and they let them do it. So,
which is, listen, all I've been asking is to keep the same energy. That's all I've been asking.
Here's what it is.
Why stop goalpost moving and keep the same energy, the same stuff that you hold a certain player accountable for? Why you don't hold it for the other players? That's all I'm asking.
They get a benefit because they're less athletic. So you feel me? It's like they get a handicap. It's like you can do a little extra push because you can't move your feet as fast.
Interesting. But yeah, y'all let us know, man, in the comment section, man, what y'all think about some of these topics we brought up here. What y'all think about the playoffs so far and all that good stuff, man. Shout out to the folks. We got a bunch of people commenting right now. So we're gonna get to it, man. But before we do that, man, let's go ahead and show some love to the merch, man. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, we got a link down in the description box below to our actual site of our merch. We got some cop shirts like the one I got on here, the GloYard shirt. We got other different types of shirts you saw on that screen there a minute ago. We got even more than that on there. So y'all guys can go on down to the description box, click on that link, or I think we got some stuff right here up under us, and also too on our page. Scroll over to the store tab and check that out. But we definitely recommend that you go over to the actual site in the description box. Members, you already know y'all get a permanent discount. Get that with that what's it? I was that QR code. With that discount code, you guys can use that as many times as you want. It's a permanent discount. Just for our way of showing thanks to y'all for being members of the channel, supporting the channel. So
if you don't know it, check out the post. Check out our post on the channel. We have it's just for the members. We got a post for you that tells you the code always.
Yeah. But listen, with all that being said, like I said, scroll down there into the description box, man. Check it out. All right, King, let's go ahead and get to these questions and comments, man. We call it a morning.
Sponsored by True Classic. most interesting customer came into True Classic today. A young man came in right when the doors opened and said he had a job interview in just 30 minutes. The challenge, or so he thought, he had about $150 to work with. Now, in most places, that's a fancy shirt, maybe some nice socks. But at True Classic, when you add more, you save more. So not only did I set him up with a pair of our 4-way stretch chinos, not only did I set him up with one of our white button-down shirts, I even helped him complete the look with one of our coach's jackets. All for just $130. So he found his fit, looked great for his interview, and I'm pretty sure he got the job too. That's true value.
All right,
man. What we got?
Shout out to Troll in the house. He says the fine for D-Book was expected. Just glad they didn't suspend him. Props to him for saying that, knowing the league would lose their minds. Yeah, if they'd have suspended him, that'd have been a very ugly look, Troll. I don't know. Oof. Devin Booker would gained some fans. They'd have suspended him. What up to L? She says a lot of people are saying what you're saying. We are hoping the league can change, but their response to Booker fine. Not sure. Yeah, they were going to fine him either way though. L.
Yeah, they got to fine him.
They got to fine him because against the rules it say something about the officiating, so they had to fine him.
And he said a name, so yeah.
Yeah. So luckily, hopefully somebody in the organization picks it up for him, but they had to fine him. She also says, like us both, I can't watch a whole game involving OKC. Shea really doesn't even have to play, honestly. He's just playing to make his point average. He is not exciting to watch. Shout out to Troll. He said, oh, Jabari had something to say. Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out to
which is crazy about what you talking about, the whole Shea, the point average stuff. I think the first media person I heard start to call it out was like Doris Burke. Because she made a comment about it in another game. She's like, oh, if Shea had did that, they would have called. I'm like,
you said they fired her?
You going against the script? No, this is like this.
Oh, this year about to say demoted after that. They said, "Oh, you out of here."
Yeah, no, it wasn't that one. But which was crazy when she said it. I was like, "Oh, are you supposed to say that?"
Nah, yeah, she's like, "Hold up, bro, wrong person."
You're not sticking to the script. What are you doing?
Shout out to Ruggs though. He says, "So Paolo doing the rope a dope." Hey man, we talked about it this show before the playoffs started. Man, like, wouldn't it be crazy if they the one team that would do that and all? And I mean, we'll see. That would be crazy, right? Like, what would the second round do for Orlando if they were to make it, bro? How would that change up? Would that be a bad thing for them? Should they not win?
Technically, no, it's not gonna be a bad thing because I told you in the last show, people are starting to kind of, well, they haven't been healthy all year. This is the first time being healthy, so they're kind of playing in a way where they were playing before they started getting all the injuries or whatever. So,
it's fool's gold though. Like, they might not go for the right players if they. Or they might not do the right things if they win. Like, instead of get out of here and fix the team.
They was winning last year and they still didn't get the right player. You still missing the point guard. So I don't know. Now listen, you can't, you fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Now, 3 times, I don't know. So like, yo, this is your third. Like, come on now. You
the point guard, so y'all can be the elite team. Yeah, like, come on, man.
No. We just needed to get healthy. We're fine.
Nah.
Like, done.
Yeah, if they do that again, it might be Paolo, get up out of there. Don't even want to stay anymore. Rugg said, I'm not the only one who hates both OKC and Boston, but still wants to watch them tear each other apart in the finals. I mean, maybe Rugg. You might not be the only person. There's other people, but I can't stand either one of them, and I'd rather see other people in the finals. But
yeah, I like what King said. I think I told you about. I had a homeboy, man, my boy Lee. He was like a huge Kevin Durant fan. And like I told you, Kevin Durant from Texas. All the players who went to Texas, went to the league, I liked him or whatever. And he made me hate Kevin Durant, bro. Like, I couldn't stand Kevin Durant because of him. And I think, like you said, it's one of them cases where the league is making people.
Just like,
and to be fair though, I don't blame OKC. I know people like, I'm mad at OKC for it happening.
No,
you yourself, league, can stop that. Like I just said. Yeah. You put rules in place to stop James Harden and Trae Young, which means you can do that for him. You're choosing, which is why it's making people hate these people. So, like I said, hey, I tell you before, if a kid is jumping on the couch and you don't tell that kid stop jumping on the couch, what are you gonna do?
Keep jumping on the couch. Yeah, if there's an enabler to an abuser, it's the enabler's fault.
Yeah. So I hear you though, bro. It's like I'm not a Shea fan by any stretch of the imagination, but what they're doing, I can't be mad at them if you're allowing it to happen. So
Troll also says it's a shame to say I would actually root for the Celtics in that series. And he says why? He says also my wife is a Celtics fan, and I know when my bread is buttered fast. Yes, as you should be rooting for the Celtics if they get there. Yes, Troll. He said, but gotta butter that bread. I feel Rug's a fool, man. He said, I am against anyone who is a foul merchant and the champion that is Shea. You know who don't play foul merchant? Ant. I'll root for Ant all day for Ant the truth, man.
Rug, you know one of my favorite players. Ant, one of my favorite players, bro.
Ant the truth. Troll said had to respect A's approach. Yeah, Ant's the truth, man. He said Annie's straight hilarious sometimes, yeah.
Which that makes me mad, bro. It's like why Ant don't get that same treatment that
because it's right because of his personality. Hey, don't like him.
I mean,
he don't fit that OKC. As you're right, you are 100% right. Before you even say it, it's not right. It shouldn't matter about your personality, but because he doesn't fit the mold, he's now said he doesn't want to be the face of the NBA. The NBA is now slapping him.
So they're saying,
yes,
so they're saying, screw you. You're gonna get beat up.
Yes,
which is what. Remind me again, King, why he hurt.
Okay,
I'm sorry. Okay. Who's always 100% healthy? Okay, I'm
always.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. My apologies.
Al says Orlando got to hang in there for me, but it will be tough with how the vibe of the locker room is right now, and Mosley on his way out probably. AB still my guy, and said that's Row Boy. I'm over there. I'm surprised they didn't say DF Dubs finest. Al also says thank you for a great show as always. Always great. Appreciate you, Al, as always.
Appreciate
Not
it,
just here, but on social and everywhere. You always sharing and supporting for helping with the shirts and all that stuff. Al, real talk. Like, appreciate you very much.
Yes. Thank you.
And we ain't forget about you, Al. We still, like I always say, we ain't had nobody else on the show yet. We still worrying about guests and dealing with a whole bunch of shows and all that stuff. We ain't forget about you. We ain't forget about none of y'all.
Yeah, it's all about scheduling.
Yeah.
Like I said, we got other stuff outside of the shows too that we got to deal with. So.
And we do multiple shows. So
multiple shows, yeah.
And Rugg said it's because Ant ain't corporate. That's what I was just saying, yeah.
I just don't understand it, bro. I just don't understand it. Don't call as many fouls for him because he don't want to play along with us. But call as many fouls, but it's crazy to be King. I don't understand it. But yeah, listen, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. Rocking with your boys for another one. Good show, y'all. Good show. I don't know. I feel like it was a little bit more of a vent session today, man, because there's some stuff that
that bothered us. We got a little personal today. Now I don't want to say personal, but we got a little individual. We individualized today, I should say, instead of personal, instead of being more of a team oriented. But
the crazy part about it is this is stuff we've been saying for the longest, and now everybody's starting to catch on to it. It's like let's imagine if you had caught on to it when we caught on to it. We wouldn't be at this position right now, but now it's a little too late. You already made the monster now. You know what I'm saying? So unless you're gonna slay the monster, then we're in a point of you saying nothing. But anyway,
this is why I root for Luka. That's why I don't lie. That's why I root for Luka to get one. He gotta get a ring because the other stuff we can talk about the other stuff if he got a ring. You feel what I'm saying? If he don't got a ring, then you can't talk about the other stuff. At least get him in championships. You feel me? A time up in championships, we can say, well, really, this was the main guy and all that stuff. But he got to get a ring. And I mean, he'll be. The thing is, if he can come play this year. Gonna be kind of fresh. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I told you the last time against Utah and all, they went to the. You feel me? They were moving Western Conference Finals and all. When he missed the time, when he get time away, you get fresh. I don't worry about Luka coming off an injury because the way his game is game. He gonna cook no matter what. But he gets fresher though now because he got time off when he had to be running.
That's a good point. Cause we talked about who else was like, man, they missed all of them. Oh, Paul George. That's why Paul George kind of cooking right now.
Jason Tatum helping out with all that. So you know he hurt. And you deal with the injury. He's still more movement, but he ain't out there huffing and puffing because he looking fresh. Jason Tatum. He ain't played the whole season.
Facts, bro. Facts. But yeah, listen, we definitely appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, rocking with your boys. If you guys are new to the channel, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, join us here. We have these conversations every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, y'all. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have a show for you guys. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're new, hit them likes for us too. Members, please hit that like for us also too. We definitely can use your help with the likes. Doesn't cost you anything, just one simple click of a button. Also, too, if you guys want to become a member of the channel, like the people here on the screen, simply hit that join button right there next to the subscribe button. Consider becoming a member of the channel. lot of different perks and stuff come with also becoming a member of the channel as well. Also, too, shout out to my guys, Big J, BA, and Cuz on Cuz We Geek. We talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. The Clayface trailer came out this week, so we're gonna talk about that trailer. I think some Superman, Man of Tomorrow news came out, I believe. I can't remember, but Marvel news came out, I believe. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head, but I know for a fact we're gonna talk about that. Oh, that's what it was. The very last episode of season 4 of Invincible just came out. Yeah, Invincible. Yeah, so we're gonna give our thoughts on the whole entire series in general. And The Boys episode 4. We're gonna talk about episode 4 of The Boys. So episode 4 of The Boys, the Invincible series season finale that just ended, and we're gonna talk about the Clayface trailer on Saturday morning, y'all. So join us over there on Cuz We Geek if y'all into that and anything geek related, man. We talk about all over that over there on Cuz We Geeked. Kings, everything else I'm forgetting.
Share, more share like Al does all the time, y'all. And please, if you made it to the end, do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe if you're new around here, like my partner said. But also, if you're in the combat sports, follow myself, Queen, Travis, BA, and sometimes Devin on We Talk Combat. So we talk all things combat sports and sports entertainment. I like to call us the best, brightest, and blackest combat review show there is on YouTube or anywhere else. We do watch-alongs damn near every day of the week. Sometimes we miss it with scheduling almost every day.
I thought you were going to say read-alongs.
Oh, man.
Read along with me, y'all.
Well, we do watch-alongs, though. Like I said, almost every day of the week. We do review shows or recap shows of the week on Sundays afternoons usually, and then like I say, sometimes we give other shows like recap shows of certain events and all that type of stuff. We also sometimes show boxing and MMA when there's special events going on for that as well. But come on over there, give us a like and subscribe, and our numbers are growing. We appreciate you guys for that as well, and we will see y'all over here again for Cap and Crown on Monday.
Yes, sir, man. Listen, we'll be back, like you said, back here on Monday for more NBA talk, y'all. Like I said, if you do us a favor, hit that subscribe, hit them likes, and if you want to become a member, hit that join button. This is Cap and Crown. We talk about all things NBA related. We'll be back here on Monday.
Okay.
There you go. Cap and Crown, man. Listen, King, you're not being fair to Shay, man. Okay? You're not being fair to Shay. That dude is literally better than Michael Jordan, King.